this video is a chatty one. So go ahead and get a snack, make some coffee, and we're gonna go in and do this look. I'm just gonna keep it short and simple at the intro, but this is so beautiful. I use the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. No, this is a Master Matte's the neutral. Oh my god, have I been calling it the wrong thing this whole time? But I mean, you can see it's the cooler toned version. And I am trying this one. This is the second time I'm trying it in this video, but you'll know my thoughts in this video. You know I am a lover of bronzer. I love bronzers, and I love trying out new bronzers. So I'm giving this another shot today because I hated the old one. But yeah, if you want to see how I did this look and my thoughts on some of these products, just keep on watching. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. My last makeup tutorial, I mixed these two foundations together and I absolutely loved it. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that again. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation, the matte one in golden beige, but it is very like not my shade right now. So I'm mixing it with the FitMe Matte and Poreless in 118, which is my shade when I completely don't have a tan. I do have a tan coming back, but it's not as like deep or dark as I usually get during the warmer months, but it's coming there. And we do have a couple vacations and trips planned, and before that I normally like to do like a little self tan at home, so I might do that. But honestly, I've been outdoors more these days, so I'm honestly might not even do that this time. Okay, but I went ahead, mixed those two together, spread it around my face. I'm using this brush to get everything evened out. I really do like this brush, honestly. I wasn't too sure if it was really worth spending that much on this brush, but I've tried this with different foundations, and I'm noticing that it actually is like, it just gives like such a smooth result. Like I'm not getting any streaking. And the thing is, for my pro kit, I keep like extra brushes for each person, so I don't have to worry about sanitizing in between each person. It's easier for me and just more efficient, but I really do like this brush, and I am considering buying like maybe 4 more just to keep in my kit because I really do like this brush. Like, see, just like that, everything's blended out, everything's nice and smooth. I think that's the difference between this brush and a lot of the affordable brushes that I've been loving. Like those will still give you like a nice result, but this just does everything so much faster. And with days being so busy, you gotta look for little ways to make things go faster. But I'll go ahead and start off with my other cream products, but we're gonna be testing out a couple new products today. So we'll see how everything turns out, but I'm gonna stick with this cream bronzer. I don't wanna test out too many new products at once, otherwise it's kind of hard to tell how it works. But I've been using this for like the last week and a half to bronze my face up. This is from Revolution Beauty. It's their cream bronzer, and I use the shade Light. It has like reddish tones in it, which I really do love, especially now, so as like the weather is getting warmer. I initially didn't like it because of the reddish tones, but I told myself I'd hang on to this until the summer months. I'm trying to get my mirror centered. My viewfinder is probably gonna die, so I might have to wing a good portion of the video, and hopefully I don't miss any random clips. But see, I use this other side to blend this in, and everything just blends in smoothly. Sorry, lots of coffee. Today's a very productive day. I've been very, very productive these last couple of days, so I'm kind of on a roll. So very proud. It's important to celebrate these little moments. I mentioned in my last video how busy things get, and I've been missing out on a lot of sleep, but these last couple of days I have been sleeping a lot better, and I can feel myself think. But last night there was quite a bit of wakings because I don't know if it's like allergies. We have hives that run in my family. I'm actually allergic to extreme temperature changes, so if I go from really hot to really cold, I break out in hives. So things like that have kind of started to happen because the weather in Georgia has been kind of crazy. It's nice beautiful weather right now, but it'll be like Satan's butthole in a couple hours. But okay, let me switch to my blush. I'm using the Patrick Ta the blush duo in She's Seductive. This was gifted to me by a family member, and I absolutely love her. Sorry, this video is gonna be all over the place, but it's there's like a saying, it's like, to be loved is to be heard. And it's just like when someone notices the little details, like I've been talking about how I've wanted this blush for a while, and she just like, I had no idea that she was going to get me this, but she did as like an Eve gift and birthday gift for me. So it's really sweet of her. So I'm very blessed to have that surrounding me, like my husband as well. Talk about him, how he always supports my like shopping shenanigans and my makeup creation, because from day one, he's been absolutely supportive and very, very grateful for that. Even my neighbors, I have a neighbor who's also very makeup obsessed, and she's been so supportive. Like the day before I uploaded my first video to my YouTube channel, she was like, oh my God, send it to me. I'll be totally honest, give you the most helpful tips. And she's just been amazing. So very, very blessed to have all the support around me. But the cream blush just melted right in, and I did use the same brush because I've noticed it doesn't hang on to too much product. So this, like, you know, I'll wipe off the excess on the back of my hand, and I don't see a problem. And honestly, these are kind of like similar in like the muted tones-ish, so it kind of works out. But I really do love this end of the brush because it just blends everything out so well. And I always focus my blush from like where my eyeballs are, like the pupils, and out. And I've been bringing everything up on my temples and to the corner of my eye because I'm just going for like that bronzed, like a blonde look. And these two together have been absolutely beautiful. I really do love these. And the Morphe Cheek Thrills Trio, I used it in like one of my recent videos. I think it's a shade After Party that looks similar to this. That one is also absolutely stunning. But I'm focusing on my cream products first, so I'll go ahead and conceal. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and I have the shade 345 Oatmeal. I'm just going to dab a little bit. That's more than I'd want, so. But it's okay. I'm using a fluffy, like, basically kind of like a smaller version of this brush. But this one's from Shop Miss A. It's very affordable. Like, these brushes are $1, and this one I really do love. And like it just creates like, again, like see that soft blend, but I'm taking the excess product from here because I applied a little bit more than I wanted, and I'm putting it on my eyelid to start my base. But I really do love this brush. I am going to be picking up more of these brushes, but I've noticed some of these like purple high def ones, like the special ones I really do like, are in the kits. Like they'll have 10 pieces or something, but I think they have duos where you can buy this and another one, like a bigger brush, for $2, which I might buy online. But I noticed in stores they don't really have these ones individually, but it's all good. Even the brush sets are really nice from Shop Miss A, so I might just go get a shop, because I always need brushes anyways. And a lot of times when I'm doing my makeup and my son is with me, he just likes to take my brushes. Like I keep everything in this little container right here, and he a lot of times like just takes my things. So I have a couple brushes I put on the side for him that are clean, and if he just wants to play with it, like he'll sometimes pretend to put like a little something on his face, but most of the time what ends up happening is he takes my brushes and starts cleaning the windows. So yeah, I have separate brushes for him to play with, but I love how like these brushes just blend everything out. I don't really like to use beauty blenders because I feel like it absorbs a lot of the product, and I'm someone that loves to get every bit of use from all the products. So I just really do love this, and I just wash my brushes often. Well, my professional brushes get washed after every use, but my personal brushes, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a couple weeks, but I am going to wash them today, I promise. I was blabbering, I kind of forgot to contour my nose, so I'm going in with like a thinner brush for my cream bronzer. I'm just going to contour my nose. I just drag it around the side, and I've always just kind of liked applying my bronzer with this. I normally contour with something cooler tone, like the Make It by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick is my all-time favorite, and the Kiko Milano one, I have been using those like non-stop, but I'm kind of enjoying like the bronzy like warmth this brings. But it's, again, this one's super creamy, so it blends out really well. And it's super easy to work with. And I'm not going to completely blend this out because the setting powder I'm using does have a bit of pigment to it, and I don't want to completely lose the bronzing and contour that I'm doing. But again, I'm testing on a couple things, and I really want to give like an honest review. So I'm going to keep testing this out for like a week and give my final thoughts. But if you want to know my thoughts, I honestly upload most of those to TikTok and Instagram. So you can follow me there because everything just goes there first. And I've been having a lot of trouble with YouTube's copyright. I still get views, as in like most people will be able to see it, but I do think a lot of countries where I have some followers, it says that they're not going to see it, which kind of stinks. But I mean, I'm trying my best out here. I need to organize that. I've been very type A these days, and I just need to figure that out because I want to make sure everyone that's enjoying my content is able to actually view everything. And it would kind of stink if some of my important videos where I'm sharing my honest thoughts and reviews aren't like showing to you guys. So I'm working on it, slowly but surely growing. But this is the Wet n Wild Peanuts Snow Much Fun like setting powder. This I got like during the holidays. Like I have so much makeup that I have accumulated and I haven't really used because I just buy a whole bunch at once. Like I just had a whole bunch of Sephora hauls and I haven't even opened like 80% of it, which is so bad. But because I like to take my time to test things out and review them, it does take me a little bit, but at least I can give like my honest thoughts, you know? Okay, but I'm powdering the center of my face and any shiny areas because the look I'm going for has a more matte look. And I'm gently also tapping where this bronzer is to kind of set it. But I'm not really going to go over where I have my cream bronzer and blush, maybe just a little bit just so it blends. But I just honestly like to remove any shine. But you can tell this setting powder has some pigment to it. Which, I mean, honestly, at first, I'm not the biggest fan of that. But I do like how it brightens. And I've noticed throughout the day, this looks beautiful. Like, this sets makeup actually really well. So I do want to, I was trying to pick up, I went to Walmart after so long. I normally get my groceries from Aldi, Whole Foods, and Costco. But I went to Walmart today in search of the, like, just the regular setting powder from Oatmeal. I didn't find it. And in my Walmart, they locked everything up. I have a friend that also shops at that Walmart, and she told me that they locked everything up. And I was like, okay. And so, and it's just, I didn't want to, I was kind of in a hurry. So I didn't see it anyway. So it was fine. Okay. But now we're going to try this. I used this yesterday without any cream bronzing products because the last time I tried a Dior bronzer, it was very patchy and it didn't, I don't know, it just looked like orange, really orange on me, and I just wasn't a fan. And for me to spend this much on a product, I really need to love it. So I tried this yesterday without the bronzer. I just want to see how it looks without it. But now I have the cream bronzer that I've been loving, so I can see how this layers. But this is the new Dior bronzer. And when I swatched it in Sephora, I really did like it. So I am very hopeful. But this is in the shade 10 Soft Matte. I always go for matte bronzers in general. It's quite rare that I like shimmery bronzers. But I'm going in with a really, really light hand. And I'm just going to dab this on. And this is a clean brush. I promise. Anytime I test out like new products. Okay, you know what? That looks good. Sorry, my brain is just kind of like all over the place. If you saw my planner, it's like insane right now, but it's okay. It's a fantastic, productive week. I'm very blessed to have a week like this. Let's see. Okay. Yesterday I wasn't too sure because it was applying very orange on me. But I think when I layer it with a cream bronzer, this actually looks beautiful. Thank goodness. I really didn't want to, I love bronzers. I can usually work with a lot of bronzers, but the other Dior bronzer, I don't know what it was. And I've also noticed people either really love it or really hate it. And I found that it just wasn't for me, but this looks beautiful. I think it's lighter in pigment than the other one. I think the old one was more pigmented, so it's a little harder to work with. I prefer lighter pigment. Very nice. Okay. I like this. Okay, because I've also been loving the Dior foundation, and I picked up another blush from them. Again, I haven't tried it yet because I just haven't gotten to that point. But and Dior products always smell really nice. It's not like super fragranced, but I mean, it does add to that luxe feeling. I'm gonna dust a little on my nose. Yeah, this is nice. Okay, now that I've tried it, I'll keep testing this out, of course, for the next couple of days. But as of right now, I'm a fan. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna use a like more defining type brush for my nose bronzer right here, just to add a little bit of definition back after that powder. This is nice. And I think this is $62, $68. So I am not the best with remembering prices nowadays. But this is far bigger than the other old Dior bronzer that I have. So I do think, you know, it's not that bad of a value because it's so big. But I mean, of course, there are far cheaper alternatives that work beautifully. I'm still gathering my thoughts on this, but as of right now, I like it. Yesterday, I was not too much of a fan, but I like this right now, okay? I think that's done, and I'll go ahead with my blush, my powder blush. So I'm gonna go in with that Patrick Ta blush again. Make sure this brush is clean, yes. And I'm just gonna go in with a light hand. These have a lot of pigment to it, so I'll tap a little bit on here and then tap the excess and kind of work it into the brush on the lid. I feel like a lot of people like to tap on the back of their hands, but I feel like you're losing a lot of products. Again, I'm someone that likes to get every bit I can. So just try tapping on the lid because you can just pick up more if you need. And there we go. Yeah. This is such like this, She's Seductive and like Not Too Much are both, I mean, I'm sure there's other ones, but these are both shades that are very wearable and muted. Even for deeper skin tones, I've noticed this shade just like, it's like muted, but it's like a mid-tone. Like it's not like a light shade, if that makes any sense. So I feel like even for tanner and deeper skin tones, this, like it'll look different, but it looks still super, super beautiful. And a little on my nose. Okay, so earlier when I was powdering my face, like setting my face, I use a little bit of the powder in my eyebrows. And that's just something I've been doing to kind of grip the products into my eyebrow. I don't use brow powder or anything. At the moment, I'm just liking a slim brow pencil, and this one's from Morphe. It works great. And I just fill in the sparse areas right here and the front of my brows. And yeah, I keep it simple. I'm not gonna set it with gel or anything. There are occasionally times I will like to put some nice brow gel, glue my eyebrows down, but I've been liking my natural fluffy brows more. It's just these little areas. I thought about getting my eyebrows microbladed, like specifically like these areas where it's a little sprouse, but I am someone that is horrified of like needles and blades and stuff like that. Like I actually have another neighbor. She is actually an eyebrow like specialist. So she does like the microblading and her work is beautiful. I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, if I do it, it's from her. But it's just, I am so scared. Like I am that sucker that is like, I've been avoiding my annual checkup because I'm scared of needles. Yeah, pregnancy was a challenge, we'll just say that. But you know, I made it through and I actually kind of got over my fear with my amazing like nurses that are made. Hold on, let me zoom in, you in first. This video is super chatty, so enjoy. I hope you guys have like a snack or a drink or something. But I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes, the Neutrals. I love this eyeshadow palette. I don't use it enough, but I'm super excited to use this one today. I'll start off with this shade right here to start deepening my crease, and I'll just keep chatting. But basically, at my OB practice, I had an amazing staff. Like I loved all of my OBs and I absolutely loved all of my nurse staff as well. And I basically, with my OB, I had two nurses. One was like, oh my God, she was like a big sister to me. And then my other nurse, I'm not gonna name their names for privacy purposes, but she was also pregnant at the same time as me. Like we found out the same day. Our due dates was one day apart, and it was so amazing. We kind of like had our pregnancies together, and it was just so much fun. Like I absolutely enjoyed going to my OB and like seeing everyone, and it was fantastic. But both of them knew I was horrified of needles, and they did everything to make me so comfortable. Like we were talking, like I've had my mom with me, we'd be chatting, and I honestly kind of got over the fear of needles. But after having my baby and everything, I was at the hospital because I had severe stomach pains, and I kind of have like a history of like stomach problems, but they needed blood, and I was at like a bigger hospital, and they sent me down to their blood collecting lab, and I don't know, the person was just so like rude. I'm taking a fluffy blending brush, it's clean. And he was, I don't know, he was just, it just created such a bad experience, and I just left in tears. So right, and then since then I haven't been pricked by any of the needles. But before that, I went to another doctor for a checkup, and I handled it like a boss. I did not cry anything. You know, I just kind of closed my eyes and thought about all the fun I'm gonna have when I get back home with my baby. And yeah, I was so hopeful and so happy that I finally got over my fear of needles, because this has been debilitating ever since I was little. But after that, I haven't been back since. So pray for me, because I actually do need to get a checkup for my health. I mean, I'm trying to keep everything in check, but that one experience really did kill it. And I honestly want to go back to my gynecologist and ask either of them just to come with me, because it's just, or if I can even do my blood test there, or like have my labs sent from there. But it's a really shitty experience that happened, because I really was so happy that I finally got over my fear of needles. But anyways, I have this shade pretty much blended out, and I really love how these shades, they're super pigmented and buttery, and they do have quite a bit of kickback and fallout, but I just go with a super light hand and just build up. Especially that I have my base done, I will always like go in with a lighter hand to make sure everything sits pretty and doesn't fall on my face. But I'm gonna also kind of bring this into where my nose is. I recently started doing this, and I really do like this result. But when I do this, I make sure I use like a neutral, cooler shade, so it kind of melts into my face. There we go. Really pretty. I'll dip into this shade with, I think I'm gonna use the same like fluffy blending brush, but I'm just gonna tap this in, and I'll go ahead and dab the excess off in that pan, and just deepen up like my outer corner and my inner corner. So for that, I just honestly dab my shadow on. Add a little more. Yeah, this formula, everything just blends in so well. Like even though I'm just tapping it, it looks like I blended it in. It's really pretty. And blend everything in with whatever's left on the brush. Yeah, I really do love this eyeshadow palette. I originally was going to actually get, no, I wanted this one more specifically because I love cooler toned shadows. And you know, when it comes to contouring and everything, you use cooler tones because it gives you depth and dimension. That's just typically the looks I love to do. So this palette was like speaking volumes for me. And I was going to grab the other one, the original one that has the warmer tones. But honestly, I have so many other warm tone eyeshadow palettes, and I have one that's actually like eerily similar to this. It doesn't have this many pans. I think it only has 10, but even the packaging's the same and everything, so I'm just gonna stick to that. But I've never actually used it. I should probably use that one. Maybe I'll do like a warm version of this, because I'm going for like a latte look here. Maybe I'll do like a toasted look later with that eyeshadow palette. But I haven't tried that formula yet, but it's from Kylie Cosmetics. I don't even know what it's called. It's just in my drawer. But see, everything just blends out so beautifully with this eyeshadow palette. I'm going to switch to a brush that's like fluffy, but still kind of like an oval shape like this, and use that deeper shade that I just did right now and blend out my lower lash line. Everything is nice and smoked out. Oh man, this palette is just so beautiful. You can create so many looks with this. But now I think I want to do a little bit more drama, but I think I'll start with my lid. I'm going to use this lightest shade right here and put this on my lid. I'm just using like a flat brush. I'm just going to dab, because again, super pigmented. See, it's already kind of like on my lashes. It's okay. I removed my lash extensions because after about a week, I kind of feel like it's hard to keep them really clean. So I'm fine with doing that. I normally do my lash extensions at home for trips, things like that, or just really busy weeks. And I was planning on doing a lot of more glamorous looks that week, so it worked out. But I'm probably gonna do them again next week, because I have been wanting to play with my other like Pat McGrath palettes. But since I've been doing a lot of Pat McGrath looks, taking a little break from that and just doing more wearable, softer looks for my viewers. But I am thoroughly enjoying this, but I am very excited to get into my Pat McGrath ones as well, and other shimmery, like in your face palettes. But see? Everything just everything just melts together. If you want very easy to work with palette, this I recommend, but go in with a light hand. It's so super pigmented and there is a lot of fallout, but it blends so easily. I want to do like a smoky liner, but I'm gonna layer my products because I've been liking this. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio eyeliner. And what shade is this? 10 Pitch Black. As much as I love this doesn't hang on to lashes really well, and I do want to wear a dramatic lash today. Yeah, lashes just don't stick well to this, but I'm gonna set it with some like black eyeshadow from the Makeup by Mario palette, and we'll see how that turns out. Yay, so my viewfinder just gave out, so I put my mirror behind the thing so I can see if it's recording, but we're just gonna wing the rest of this. Oops. Oh my god, I have an eyelash in my eye. And it's a big one. Oh my god, this is a lash extension eyelash. That means I was in there. Oh my gosh. I'm very happy I still have my vision. And here's the look with the lashes. I really, really love these lashes. For one of my earlier videos, I did try half lashes, and I just don't think half lashes are something that suits me. So I mean, for some looks, maybe someone said like, it's called Doyen makeup or something, but I'm not sure. I might try that look because that's like a half lash look, and someone recommended it. I think I want to try it. It looks really cute. But for me, I love drama on my eyes. I love like making my eyes like the focal point of any look, and just full on lashes really work. And I have like a longer eyelid, so I don't really trim these either because this is the full thing. I saw a TikToker say you should be trimming them unless you have like a crazy long eyelid, and I'm like, well, I think it works for me. But now I'm taking that black eyeshadow from the Makeup by Mario palette and basically stamping this on where I have my lash band connecting where my eye, like my on my eyelid, and it'll kind of blur out that line. And then also I want to smoke out the eyeliner with this, but I think I just kind of like it how it is right now. I'm gonna smoke kind of like the wing here. This is a nice I switched to a literally a paintbrush that has a very fine edge, and I really like how this is just depositing all the product down. But I'm adding just a little bit of black shadow to this outer corner to make sure it blends into my waterline where I did put on black eyeliner. I zoomed you guys out, but my trick, if you feel like you brought your eyeliner a little too high and it's kind of like you're kind of feeling like you got raccoon eyes, what you can do is take like that same shade that you used on your lid or whatever shade you did use and just kind of dab it back on. For me, it's like I want a little bit more dimension at the center of my lid, and you can just kind of layer it back on. And depending on how much you want to kind of reduce that lash line, like the liner, you can add more or less. But I'm just more putting this on my lid so I can bring a little bit more brightness to the center. And for me, since I didn't let any of the darker shadows touch the center of my lid, I didn't have to use any concealers or anything. But if you did get a lot of product on there, like other shadows from your crease, it's okay. Just use a little bit of concealer, let it dry, and you can add this on. But it's always okay to add adjustments after you put on lashes because it changes up the look so much. Like right now, I don't know if I want to deepen the crease or not. No, I'm good. I think I like how this looks. I really hope I'm in center of the frame because I have no idea where I am on the screen. I think I want to add a little bit more bronzer. I really like how the dramatic, like the drama of my eyes, but I kind of want to create even more dimension on my face. Let's see. I'm not going to go too crazy. Oh, okay, yeah, I really do like this bronzer now. Okay, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Yeah, but I don't like this bronzer on its own. I have to layer it, which is fine. That's what I do anyways. I always layer my cream products with my powder products, so it works out. Wow. Yeah, I have a lot of bronzers. I'm gonna stop asking for recommendations because honestly, my brain just kind of gravitates towards those things anytime I go into a store, and I need to stop spending on this because I have purchased a lot. If you saw on TikTok Shorts or my YouTube Shorts or TikTok and Instagram, I did have another very recent luxury products haul, including one of these and a lot of more bronzers. Those that are new to my channel, this is my little hack for storing lip liners, but I have all of my most grabbed, like more reached for lip liners. Like this is about half my collection. And I just put everything in this pencil, like coloring pencil case. It's amazing. And I'm gonna get a second one for my other lip liners because I still use those, just not as much as these. But since I have like the cool like latte kind of vibe going on, I am going to do a cool tone lip, but I've been doing so many of them. I want to try new product style. Did my couple of swatches, and I'm going to go ahead and use NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Maison. I haven't actually tried this one. I just bought this one, so let's see how this looks. Yeah, this one is a harder formula. Yeah, I don't know when they reformulated or something, but these feel a lot stiffer. I really like the shade. Like, this is what I thought NYX Cold Brew was going to be. I don't have the old formulation of Cold Brew, so I'm not too sure of like what the old one was like. But the new one is a lot more redder than I expected, especially on me, because on me, lip liners really pull orange and like really warm. Like if there's any reddish orange brick tones in there, it's gonna pull a lot more on me. And that's what Cold Brew does. So like this is kind of what I wish Cold Brew was like. Like it has a hint of like that reddish tone, but it's not really giving like red. Like if you're comparing different brown liners, this almost has like a mauvey color to it. And then I'm gonna use MAC's Honeylove in the center of my lips. I do want to keep it matte, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Yeah, I feel like this just goes together better because I have my eyes all matte and my lips are matte, and it's just kind of like its own little vibe. My viewfinder just a little bit, so I think I have a couple minutes of like I can see myself on the screen. But I guess that's it for this makeup, and I'm in love. As of right now, it looks like the lashes are staying on. I hope that's the case because I am planning on heading out again later today. I love full-on like matte looks, and this is stunning. This is a very wearable look. You can kind of deepen and darken the crease and everything as much as you'd like, but I am very high contrast. I have like paler skin and very dark, like I dye my hair blue black, so this is perfect for high contrast people. And I didn't even use like that dark of a shade in my crease. Like this is the deepest right here. I mean, it is on the deeper end, but I could have added this and this if I wanted to make it even more dramatic, but for what my plans are, I can't be going like too crazy, but I really do love this look, and I do love putting on my lashes. Lash extensions are nice, but they do kind of feel gross after a little bit for me because I need to feel like I have everything fully cleaned off my skin before I go to bed. But I really like this. I really like these lashes. These are new lashes for me. I don't know what they're called. I'll have it in the description below if you guys want to look. But I always put everything there. But if I miss a product or two, or you're wondering about the brush I used, just put it in the comments. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I really enjoyed I'm very happy I love this product because the last Dior bronzer just did not work for me. And I think this one's a better value because it's a bigger pan. And I use bronzers every single day and I use a lot of it. So I'm going to get a lot of use out of this one. But you guys let me know. If you think there's an absolutely stunning bronzer that I haven't tried and you think I should try, you can let me know. But I'm slowing down my spending on my bronzers because I still have like what? Like 6. I haven't even tried yet, but for me, I take my time with giving honest reviews. So but yeah, this one I like. And it works with how I normally do my makeup routine. Like I do my cream bronzer first, and I'll set it with my powder bronzer. And I'm so happy this didn't end up looking patchy because the last one was horribly patchy. I don't know what they changed in this formula or something, but this is much better than the old one. And I'm really digging this, and it's not too warm. It's like the perfect amount of warm because the other, I don't know, when I tried it yesterday, it just wasn't working out for me, but today it's played nice. But let me know your guys' thoughts, and if you want to see my face more often and like the little reviews of these products, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and I post there multiple times a day, every single day, and it's not like I just post more there. So YouTube Shorts sees it too, but TikTok and Instagram does see it first, and a little bit more content than YouTube Shorts. Thank you for watching the video. I hope to see you again soon.